Sabe que é escolhe permitir na minha cama. Joga essa banda fora, o tchua-tchubi, pisa lá no corpo do pai. Pisa lá no corpo do pai, do pai. Pode pisar, pisa lá no corpo do pai, do pai. Pode pisar, pisa lá no corpo do pai, do pai. Pode pisar, pisa lá no corpo do pai, do pai. Se fala que ama, eu tô mentindo, menina. Eu sou artista, focada e capacitada em tacar aqui na família. Eu já sofri por amor.
Alright guys, welcome back to our vlog. So today in this video, we're going to talk about if you should buy a SVT Ford Focus in 2024 and if they're even worth it. For a very short answer, I say yes, they are worth it. If you do love cars, basically if you are a car enthusiast and you don't mind putting in the work in it. Of course, I'll also say no if you just want simply a car that you can go to, let's say, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, get a part for it, and be done with it. And I'll go more into detail with that later. Which, of course, the base model version of these cars is still worth it, guys, especially if you guys can get this for relatively cheap. I say a Ford Focus is a good starter car. This video is just going to be basically explaining why I think the SVT is worth it in 2024. Also, how it's going to hold its value. The problems I've had with it since I've gotten it. I had it for literally a year, guys. It hit a year in July 4th. The problems that I've seen other people have with them, and also the plus of them. Alright guys, so the first problem I've ever had with this car was the shifter cables. I'll try to put some clips here of it, or some pictures so you guys can get a better view of it. But yeah, basically my shifter cables would always pop off on me, guys, especially going into 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th, guys. It would only pop off when I was going relatively fast or giving the car a little gas. But ever since we got the hang of it, which means we actually zip tied them to the very end of the transmission, which is where it was popping off mostly, they have not given me any problems. And it does suck, guys, because the very last noon that were known to me and the group that I'm in were in Florida, and I almost had them, guys, but unfortunately I was at work, I waited too long, and someone else picked them up. No hate to that guy. Hope you're enjoying them though, man, because these things, even though they're old, they still hang on, but I can't imagine this new. And I know what you guys are also thinking, why can't you get the base model Ford Focus shifter cables? I've seen one guy be able to work with it, but the main people in the group said that they would not work because they are 5-speed. And if you guys did not know, the SVT Focus, they are 6-speed transmission shared with the Mini Cooper. It is a get reg transmission, and it's called, I'll put the name of it right here. So that was the first main problem. The second main problem, let me see if I can get it so you guys can see it. Hopefully that works. If it doesn't, guys, I'll put a clip. But it's basically the oil filter. My apologies, guys. It's not the oil filter. It's the fuel filter. So the fuel filter I have not replaced yet, guys. It happened around, I believe, maybe 5 months ago. I'll put everything of when I asked the group here. So basically, when I'm pressing on the car and I drive for extended periods of time, let's say 40 minutes, the car starts to not accelerate to a certain point, which I thought was very weird. And at first I thought it was a timing, but luckily it was not. It's simply the oil filter, because this car does run like a champ. I'll even insert a clip of me pushing it here. Second gear, we'll go to 40. What it is, it does cool though, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I will get that replaced soon, guys. I've just been really trying to save money and fixing the necessary parts on this car. But that's one of the main issues I've had it with this car so far as well. That's number 2. We're gonna talk about 5 in this video. Now it's time for the biggest problem I have had with this car. The shifter cables were the most annoying to deal with, but they were very simple fix. But this was one of the worst. So it was a transmission leak. As you can see, it's not leaking now, luckily. But that transmission leak was a headache, y'all. Especially because most of the time I would ask the group, hey guys, before I get this part, any recommendations? But I didn't ask it this time. And it was because I took my car to get maintenance somewhere. Well, actually, no, it wasn't even maintenance. It was just for a rear tire, guys. But I guess the people who drove it were driving the shit out of it. So basically what had happened was, I'm not too sure if they simply did not know how to drive manual or they were just riding this like fast as shit. But the clutch gave out. I'll insert the videos here. I was panicking again, guys. I thought it was my transmission. But luckily it wasn't, guys. It was simply just the clutch. While we replaced the clutch, we also replaced the slave cylinder and the master cylinder. That's where the problem happened. So as we replaced the slave cylinder, there was something I did not know about and something also that my mechanic did not know about. And it being that in this car, with the Luke clutch kit, and this is for anyone who's going to order that part, it's not a bad part, guys. You just do need a sealant. Any type of sealant, a gasket maker, anything of that matter. And the reason being is because they do leak. People have said this in the group that it is a crime that Luke does not provide this with you when you get the clutch. Once you put that in, there was even a guy in the group who had that problem recently, but once he put that in, no leak. Same thing with me. Once we put that in, no leak. I don't know if you guys saw, but we got Pochita with us. Another main problem with this car, and this was, I wouldn't say my mechanic's fault. He even admitted to it. When I admitted to it, he told me about it. He says, hey man, my bad, was the reverse light switch. So if you did not know, I didn't know this either because like I said, I come from my Honda. In the transmission somewhere, I'll try to put a pic here or a video at least, there's a switch that basically when you go to reverse, it alerts the lights to come on. And mine lights weren't coming on, so I was like, what the fuck? I checked the fuse, I checked everything, and to no avail, the lights were still not coming on. I went ahead and asked my mechanic. He's like, you know what? We actually did break that part. We replaced it for you, which is back to what I said. They got probably a part from O'Reilly's or AutoZone, but it wasn't working because that was for the base model Ford Focus, guys. So I ended up ordering one for the SVT, and ever since then, they put it on, no charge, of course, and it works good. Lights come on, everything. And last but not least, and this part scared me as well, guys, was this coolant hose. We replaced it, but right here, okay, it's not hot. Oh, it is kind of hot. It cracked, and it was all leaking everywhere. And I remember the first time I was with a friend, and I was just hearing dripping. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I looked into my car, guys. Like a waterfall was coming out of the, where what it looked like the engine at the time. So I was like, what the hell happened? Luckily, like I said, I put coolant again. I turned on the car and I saw it was squirting. My dad even says, look, it's right there, mijo. So we replaced it, guys. And ever since then, no problems. There is a metal option though that I should have gone for, but at the time I did not know that there was a metal option. If this ever pops, which I hope it doesn't, I'll be sure to get that. All right, guys, welcome back. So right now I'm just cruising. We got Colin in the back. He actually came to church. Now it's time to talk about the good things, guys. So one of the very good things about this car is it is one of Ford's earliest performance hatches that we got in the US of A. Well, basically North America. UK did get some. I'll put the clips here. But yeah, this thing, it handles good. When I first got it, I was kind of moving all over the place because I'm used to my Honda, kind of just throwing it at the corner. But this thing, man, I'm not gonna do it right now, guys. It's daytime, you know, too many cars, I want to risk it. But yeah, this thing handles very good for what it is, guys. And this is on stock suspension. Another good thing about this car, guys, is I know I mentioned it's 6-speed before, but the way that the gearings are, the way that it feels for being a 20-year-old car now, guys, because 2024. It feels amazing, guys. Like, I have no complaints on this, honestly. Alright, guys, took a little break from vlogging. Guess we came back from California. What do you think, Omar? How was California?
It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Really good? And I think I gave you guys 2 or 3 of the reasons why I got the SVT, so I'm gonna hit you guys with the rest right now. But Omar did give me these, so I'm gonna put it right here. And where are we gonna go to now, Omar?
The other fucking Wingstop, but now.
Oh yeah, this thing had an hour wait. I mean, they probably had a party, guys, so we can't hate. All right, guys, and we're back. So there's 2 things, but I decided to put them all into one. So it's basically the rally heritage with these cars and also the SVT heritage. So as you do know, this is SVT car. This is 1 out of 66 built for the year with the colorway, the interior. Back to what I was saying. So the heritage with these cars runs deep. I'll put the clips right here.
I mentioned the Terminator Cobra earlier, and you're gonna say, why would you talk about the Terminator Cobra with the SVT Focus? Reason why the Terminator Cobra is so freaking great with its forged internals like Manly rods and stuff like that is because the original prototype for the 0304 Cobra was naturally aspirated. And during testing of that prototype naturally aspirated 0304 Cobra, the SVT Focus was outrunning it on track.
Yeah guys, another homie with the ST pulls up. Yeah guys, the heritage with these cars does go very deep, so I'm again very proud to own one. This car did give me headaches when I first got it, but now it's running really good. Sorry if the cons are way longer than the pros, it's just that I feel people are more interested in detail of the cons. But like I said guys, if you're interested in getting one of these cars and you can find it for a good price, I do recommend it guys. If you are going to pay over around 6K, I would say make sure that car is in new, or if anything at least the timing chain is done, because that is another big thing about these cars. The timing chain, when they do go out, they do become tedious to do. That's basically it guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.
Niggas dying for shit they ain't part of. Not a coach, get them stepped by the starters. Full court, we playing our hardest. Side step on 3, gon' spark it. 4 deep when we started on rocket. When you come to your hardest. When she fucking you, busy and harder. When she feeding for you like it's poppin'. Free like a butterfly, she wanna Ella. She wanna come back to the tell her. I'm disappointed, I should've known better. I'm with the fight cause I'm blocking a seller. And my bag and I'm still with the
That was a roll between me and my homies ST. The ST is not running right guys, so that's why I was able to hang with him a little better. But damn, as you guys can see, even though the ST is not running right, it still moved. Alright, you ready? You ready?